Welcome back to Frivolous Streams, gentlemen. We've made some upgrades. I've set up another camera.
Ooh.
And we've got a third mic. And hopefully early next year we're going to get a fourth mic so we can have another person. But today we've got Chris, say your last name so I don't butcher it.
Hokkanen.
Which is known for...
I have dabbled for years on different things, YouTube, Twitch. I did online radio for WoW a long time ago.
World of Warcraft?
Fire Mage Radio was a thing years ago, and I did that for a while. So I've been around for a while, just always dabbled.
Okay, I have to ask. Were you a shaman or a Wynadin paladin?
Prot Warrior.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you didn't whine until you found a shaman or a death knight.
No. My only complaints ever were frost mages, because there was never anything I could really do about them in PvP.
My only complaint was that they broke shamans.
Yeah.
In the wrong way.
Death knights, I guess technically I complained about death knights once they took disarm away as a base part of the kit, because then you couldn't take their weapon away and prevent them from death striking. Because you get them low, you disarm them, and then you can kill them. But that's no longer a thing with disarm not being part of the base kit. Although I haven't PvP'd it since MOP, seriously. Everything after that was kind of more dabble or when I'd wind up in world PvP situations, so...
I
Never actually played World of Warcraft.
I loved world PvP. I remember as a death knight fighting a max level rogue and a max level warrior and body camping both of them simultaneously all alone. But otherwise, I don't care what class your favorite is. Nothing is more pleasant than turning around on somebody who's about to win and Wind Fury critting them to one-shot them no matter what their life is at. But that might show why I love Delina so much.
Well, Spell Reflect is a thing on Prot Warrior. So
wow.
I had multiple warlocks shot, anything with a big spell that they like to throw and nuke somebody, throw it back in their face. If you can read it coming, boy, is that pleasant. Just watch them kill themselves. Doesn't always happen. You got to time it right. But, and like I said, I quit dabbling in PvP seriously back in MOP, and I went back to focusing on my raiding and stuff.
MOP.
So, Mists of Pandaria.
Oh, yeah. I literally skipped that one.
Yeah.
I stopped playing, and then I started playing again afterwards, and then I stopped altogether.
I did skip most of Pandaria because we lost our healers for our team, and our guild people just stopped logging on, and eventually a friend of mine messaged me and said, hey, we need a tank again. And so I hopped back on and caught the tail end of it. And
let's get to Josh. Introduce him. Josh, you've never been here before.
Yeah, never. Josh Miller.
Third, fourth time? Something like that?
I think it's like the fourth time. Do I get a jacket?
Not until you dethrone Sam.
Oh, okay.
He's been here the most, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Run a martial arts academy locally called First Step MMA. Yeah, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, fitness, all that good stuff.
Okay, let's...
And I like to play Gauntlet. That's about as close to World of Warcraft I've come.
Gauntlet Legends? Like
the arcade?
Yeah, classic.
Or like the Nintendo 64, like also awesome.
Classic.
Classic games.
For some reason, a lot of the friends that I had never liked that game. I enjoyed it, though.
Yeah, it's like Diablo Light. Kind of.
Well, if I remember correctly, it was some of the inspiration for the original Diablo. But I'm not positive. It's been a long time.
Around that time, they had like the first Fallout game, which was like also third person.
Yeah.
And, but you didn't like have like inventory or anything like that. But that one had inventory. So maybe that was the inspiration.
Yeah, I remember there was some classic like NES, Super Nintendo games that helped inspire the Diablo format. But I don't remember for sure what they are.
Some people love Diablo. I enjoy Diablo, but only until I get to the end. And then it's like, it just doesn't have the same like grind attraction to me that other games do.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Diablo 2 in middle school and high school.
I would rather grind on
Uh-oh.
Crimson Land. You ever play that game?
I did not.
You ever played Geometry Wars?
Nope.
So Crimson Land is...
Was it like pool?
No, what it is I see what you're doing. It's a top-down view like Gauntlet, except for there's no maps or levels. It's just top-down, and then you're running in circles, and there's nothing in your way except for wave after wave after wave of bad guys. And it's as simple as this joystick moves you, and this joystick points which direction your gun's shooting. And that's it. And then it's just, try to get the right, combo of weapons and perks to go as long as you can. There is no winning. But I will say that I've got screenshots of being something like 4th best in the country.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, it is pretty cool. But
Sorry, you got a staple on your map. That's weird.
oh, yeah, it's from the bungee cords. Okay, let's see here. Guest introduction. Oh, Merry Christmas. So
Christmas.
even though Christmas is until next week, this won't be out until after that, but I think before New Year's. So
this is
Happy
the
New
Christmas
Year.
episode?
this is the Christmas episode.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Should have wore a hat.
Oh,
Or a
shit.
ugly sweater.
Well, I mean, you're not exactly visible. So let's start with these.
You're still doing that?
Yeah, we're still doing this. I'll let the new guy pick one first.
Okay.
So do you have a gambling problem?
No.
Okay.
You know.
I buy a lottery ticket when it gets so stupid big, the dream is worth it, which is like once every 3 or 4 years.
I think that's the average American.
So that one's for you, and this one's for you. Now pick one for me, please. That one's gonna be for me. Now pick one for the producer who decided not to be here today.
Wow.
Yeah, and this one is gonna be up for one of you later. Speaking of which, I made some investments.
Oh, you got booster packs?
Yeah, specifically for the podcast. Meaning I can't open them unless we're recording.
Oh. So it's turning into a box opening YouTube video?
Well, it's not a box opening thing. I guess
That was
it
a
is
weird
booster
that was a
opening
weird thing. Do they still do that?
Yes.
I'm sure they
Oh
do.
my gosh, that was
Okay, so since
a sad
I don't know how
time
this
in
is
human
supposed to
history.
open. Oh, I see, like this. So since we gotta have a little bit of suspense and allure. This is for later.
Okay.
This is for later.
Later.
This one is also for later. Then this one is up for winning later. And this one will be for the producer who isn't here.
Scared.
Okay. So, now that we got that done, first big question. If you win the lottery, you got any new crazy ideas?
Oh.
Or do you want to elaborate on previous crazy ideas?
Oh man. What would be like the dream crazy idea?
Or in the past, have you ever had a moment where you went, man, it'd be so fun if I could just had the money to waste right now on this idea?
I do like the previous one of just taking someone overseas to Japan to experience a donkey show a banana show.
Banana show.
With no
foreknowledge on what it is.
Yeah, just like, hey, we're gonna go hang out.
Well, after
We're gonna take a jet.
and we're gonna
see this really nice old lady.
She's
gonna ruin your life.
That means it's gonna reduce the number of people you can put on that list by, I think, 8.
Yeah.
eight followers, but yeah. So on a previous episode, before we had the Magic the Gathering format, he discussed an experience where he went and learned what a banana show was, which reminds me of. It's similar to that game we played. Can't talk about.
I really hope not.
Oh yeah, well I guess
really hope
with
not.
that ambiguity, that is an interest. We can let them use their imagination. What about you? If you
I was like, what the
if you won the lottery today,
Are they all Googling banana show?
what would you?
So, quite frankly, like I said, I'm not really a lottery person unless it gets so stupid big, it'd be silly. So, like, my thought was always, buy a house, pay off any debt I have.
Yeah, that's-
and
but that's
the
not
standard.
Yeah.
That being
That's a reasonable answer.
that being said, as far as like it, I guess it's
Take
not
water.
it's not at the crazy expensive point. but there are collector's things that I would like to finish. I have almost every print of Liliana that's been done. The ones I don't have are the $800,000 ones. So there's only a couple I'm missing, but they're the ones that are so expensive. It's like I can't justify spending that on a card. It's like there was a point where when New 52 DC Comics launched, I was doing every print of the Harley Quinn comic book, including the variants. And so I have a nice run of that until it got to a point where I was like, I got to stop spending this money right now. And so then I fell off, but recomplete that so I'd finish that. And
so you got a couple collection hobbies.
I have a collection problem. Like I kid you not, I could cover this table in a stack of Magic cards like this. And that's just the Magic cards.
Who hurt you?
And that's not.
I'm sure there's a story here.
That's not including the Pokemon, the Yu-Gi-Oh, the baseball, the different cards I got for other reasons. I was into Yu-Gi-Oh as a little kid and Pokemon, and I still know how to play Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh, I couldn't begin to tell you how to play that now.
There's trap cards. That's my memory. Which is cool. I wish there's more like that.
By the time I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh, the game had changed so incredibly much that it wasn't the same game, in my opinion.
Now, okay.
And that was only in, 3 years.
So, actually, I changed my answer. So, what I get into, because Yu-Gi-Oh! I was just watching Yu-Gi-Oh! With my kids, right? Right now, we're watching Dragon Ball Z, which has been awesome to just sit with them and experience.
What saga are you in?
We're on the Boo saga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good. They're loving the candy aspect of it. He turns everyone into candy with mass genocide. It's cute. So, I would love to, because this technology is going to be manifesting pretty soon, where they're trying to get STL files of a large portion of the United States. I forget what this kind of operation thing, it was something that Elon Musk or Bill Gates is doing, where they're wanting people to scan their surrounding with all these new LiDAR upgrades on the iPhones. But what happens is, you all know about virtual reality and stuff. So if you drop an STL file of a rendering of your area in this room, right? And you scan it, and you have your device on your face, an Oculus or what have you, and that is pinging your location in the room, right? So as you're walking through, you drop other little STL images, like 3D renderings of a zombie or a dragon or something like that. And I thought of this when I was hammered drunk. And I was like, we're going to be billionaires. Because yes. Oh, sorry. Slam on the table. But what's cool about that, though, is if you can track where you're at in the room, you can have auto tracking on whatever, say you pop a dragon in the middle of a park that you scanned, and everyone's wearing these Oculus glass things, and now it knows where you're at pinging, and the dragon that's generated there is free to move in this whole rendering image of wherever the file is. But since it can ping to your proximity, it can face you, and now it's not like Pokemon Go if you're it moves around the room. It's in one specific location in that room because it knows the whole format of the room, and it can walk around, and it can ping people that are close to it, and they can attack you.
So
if you have you do
Pokemon Go meets
LARPing.
Laser tag.
Going back to anime.
So that would be my
You should watch Sword Art Online to figure out why that's a bad idea first.
I've watched that, sir. I think that was 2 nights before I got hammered drunk. Yeah, we're gonna make all the money. Yeah, we're gonna full dive.
I've always wanted a World of Warcraft style Call of Duty.
That'd be cool.
So that it was open world with vendors and live PvP, but also curated matches. That way there, you could, if you wanted to, you could go raid their base, or you could go play, Warsaw Gulch or whatever the Call of Duty version would be.
I mean, I'd get bored in Raid after we had stuff on farm, and I'd play in first person without a UI sometimes. When you get everything down to emotion, muscle memory, it can be done, but it's not as easy.
Okay, let's see. I handed out the booster packs.
I say it was
Do
an
not
awesome
open
show,
yet, unlike Wolfgang, who immediately opened it.
though. Yeah, he's like a junkie.
All right. Oh, all right.
I
So
bet
we're
he couldn't
gonna.
even focus until he opened it.
You guys.
Probably have the shakes.
I wasn't even done handing him out, and he was like, "Was I not supposed to open this?" It's like, "No, this is for the end. It's like you don't put the credits before everything. Like,
Well,
it's supposed to be the climax. Like, okay, now that you've all watched this long, now you get to see if we managed to get a super expensive card or
yeah,
something.
it's the money shot.
Yeah, the money shot. All right, so let's start working our way toward playing a game.
Yeah.
Starting with some mini games. Speaking of which, I'm gonna try not to forget this time.
Oh.
Okay. So basically, what
that
it's
all
gonna be
doubles
is
and
you guys are
reverses?
gonna play a game of Magic against each other later to see who wins one of these. I don't remember which one is for that one. And then the three of us are gonna play. But in order to figure out who goes first in that you versus you game, we're gonna play some mini games. So, game number 1 is the card name game.
You're probably gonna win.
Okay. It's a very difficult game. You have to say the full proper name of this title, start to finish, this card name, correctly.
Good.
First one to do it wins. It's Lind, Cheerful Tormentor.
Lynn Cheerful Tormentor.
That's it. See, he just won.
Okay.
Oh, I just had to repeat it. Sweet.
Yeah.
I was being a smart ass, but I guess I'm winning.
I was like, okay, what are you doing? An anagram thing or what? Okay.
You have to know the flavor text. Wow.
It's such a stupid game. It's based on a Doug Loves Movies game where he just says the title of a movie and so it's the same idea. But it's like so funny how people just like, I'm missing something, right? No, you're not missing something. That's all it is. Okay, so Josh gets a point. But don't worry, I got more games, so you can come back.
Okay.
All right, this next one is based on a total novel idea, definitely not from any game show ever. It's called The Price is Right game. So it works just like The Price is Right. You're going to try to guess the value of these cards. Closest without going over gets a point. So the first one is an extended art of Lind Cheerful Tormentor. It's from 2021. Costs 1 colorless, blue, black, red. Mythic, legendary creature, 2/4, Death Touch. Whenever a curse is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, return it to the battlefield attached to you at the beginning of the next end step. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may attach a curse attached to you to one of your opponents. If you do, draw a card. Or draw 2 cards. Since you got the point, I will let you go first.
$22.
Mm.
I haven't looked at card prices in years.
Oh, we're gonna box you in. $21.95.
Okay, I don't know if you understand how closest without going over works.
Oh.
But
I'm
with that said, neither you both went over. It was $4.49 on Card Kingdom.
Oh. See, the vaguer cards are, the more expensive, I feel like.
It's not that old.
My problem is, like,
I said vague.
the last set I bought was the Kamigawa Neon stuff, so, like, I really haven't looked at prices of anything.
Well, that one was
recent.
from 2021.
Yeah, but, like, I really haven't looked at prices
Oh,
of
yeah.
things recently, Well, I have, but nothing new. I'm going through my old shit.
So there's a little bit of a motif, realizing it was the New Year's and Christmas episode. They're cheerful. They're a cheerful tormentor. Because holiday cheer.
Okay.
See, it's not a stretch, I promise. With that said, the second card is Scepter of Celebration. 2 colorless, 1 green. It's an artifact equipment, rare, extended art. It's from Streets of New Capenna, 2022. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has trample. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create that many 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens. Equip cost of 3. So...
I'm going to say $9.
I'd like to remind you, closest without going over.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess 12. There's one of my problems. Is I'm thinking of old cards that I know are not like that are more expensive.
Well, we
partly
can
'cause they're
celebrate
old.
how effective this game is going. It was $2.49. So again, no points.
And
I know I'm doing next for.
well, it's like all.
Oh, sorry.
You say Scepter, and I'm like, okay, let's think about some of the cards I've got that are, I know I've got one in my pile that's like $30 last time I looked at the price that has Scepter in the name. So I'm like, but it's not that good. It's not that Scepter good.
I do have a tiebreaker set up for this 0-0 tie.
I got a point.
No,
For the first game.
Yeah, that's the first game.
Oh.
In the second game, we got a tiebreaker.
Oh, okay.
It's because you're both zeros.
Good.
All right. This one is also seasonal. It's called Early Winter. It's from 2024. From Bloomborough. It's an instant. It's a common. It's 4 colorless, 1 black. And it's choose one. Exile target creature or target opponent exiles an enchantment they control. Who went first last time?
I did.
All right.
I'm gonna guess $1.25 on this one.
50 cents. 20 cents.
We still both go over.
35 cents.
Oh my gosh. You suck at this.
I suck at this.
Yeah. Change the rules.
It's Price is Right. If somebody guesses $20, you should say a penny. Anyways, with that said, I do have a third game set up to try this. And this one, you might have an advantage. Do you do the church thing?
The what?
Church thing?
I used to.
Okay. So you might get one of these. This one is a very exciting one. I came up with it somehow while walking. Biblical flavor text. I'm going to read you some flavor text. And you're going to tell me if it's from a magic card, from the Bible, or both. Yeah.
Yeah, if there are cards that reference the Bible, there's cards that reference Shakespeare.
All right, so you currently have a point on the board, so I'm going to start with you, let you go first. Okay. This is the text. They don't move, do they? Only for the wrong sort of people. Are we the wrong sort of people?
I think that's just a card.
Oh, caveat. If you know the exact card or the exact biblical line, you can shout it out without waiting your turn, and you immediately win. So you say it's from a card? Okay, you got a point. You got that one right. That is from Abbey Gargoyles, a classic card. All right, here's your chance. You ready?
Okay.
The dead tremble, those under the waters and those inhabiting them.
It's Bible.
Is that as specific as you want to get? I don't know.
Say it one more time. That might be both.
The dead tremble, those under the waters and those inhabiting them.
Let's go with both.
Are you sure? That's from the Bible, Job 26:5.
Oh. Why do you ask me questions? Are you sure you want that answer?
Because it's fun.
It's the DM thing. So you do what exactly? And make your players just paranoid.
Okay, Chris, here we go. The earth is violently broken. The earth is split open. The earth is shaken exceedingly.
Both. Bible and card.
Wrong. That's Isaiah 25:1.
Oh.
I thought of the both literally this morning, like, I should put a third option in there. So that's not cool. That means that there's one each for both of you.
Well, there's land destruction cards that I could
There are.
completely see saying that, so...
Yeah, but does Magic the Gathering take place on Earth?
Oh, maybe sometimes. I don't know.
But
They like to jump all over the place.
like I said, there are cards that reference all kinds of crazy stuff in old flavor text. Like there are cards that quote Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to keep my eyes open for that because, like I said, I thought of that literally this morning. Like, oh, haha, I wonder if that's a thing.
It was a, what one was it? I know I can see the image of the like the art in my head of the card that quotes Shakespeare, but I don't remember the name. It's in my box. I'd have to go through my box and find it.
Okay, so since we got a 1-1 tie, we obviously need a tiebreaker, and this one's going to be ad-libbed because I didn't make it because I expected one of you to get a price right. So this is, I don't know how knowledgeable your brain
Very.
is,
No.
or your brain is, but I tried this before and it did not go well. But we're gonna do build a title, okay? So
It's like Build-A-Bear.
it's. You don't have to worry about remembering exactly what I'll write down what it is, but the way it works is we're gonna start with Fireball again. Okay? So I'll let you go first. You have to think of a card name that ends in fire or begins in ball or some verbal sound of it. So it could be all the wishes, or it could be
It has to be a specific card.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Ball Lightning is also a red burn card.
Ball Lightning does exist.
You're going to win really quick.
So you have to think of a card name now that can either end in fire or start in lightning or tinning or something like that. Ingenious.
Enlightened Tutor.
So you can't add the en in
Okay.
here. It's gotta just
Lightning bolt.
flow. Lightning bolt. There you go. So we got Fireball, Lightning Bolt. Fireball, Lightning Bolt. It's already fun.
Seething Fire.
Seething Fire. Ending in seething might be tough, but it doesn't have to be seething completely. It could be sea.
Does it have to be spelt with
It has
S-E?
to sound like
Celestial Unicorn. Eh?
no, because that would end in corn.
Oh,
And
well, it has to end in
corn
ball?
sea- no, it has to end in seething or start in bolt.
Congratulations.
All right, Chris goes first. Seething Fireball, Lightning Bolt. That's a fun card name. Okay, let's see here.
That's where some of that card knowledge comes in.
Yeah.
Seething Fire is originally a card from Mirrodin, if I remember correctly. It's pay 3, add 5 red to your mana pool, I think, if I remember correctly.
That's cool.
It's
Okay,
kind of like a red dark ritual, but not.
Oh, okay.
right. Yeah, it's like so
Being a
Dark
goblin deck or
Ritual
something.
is 1 black for 3 black.
Yeah.
And Seething Fire, I think, is 2
I thought it was
2
3
for
red.
3.
3
Or
red
3
for 5.
Something like that.
Yeah, because I remember it was really good at the time because you could stack it with a fireball.
Now, if I remember right,
Cards were different back then.
if I remember right, I was just looking at it. I want to say it was like $7, $17, or $22.
Seething Fire's worth that much?
Yeah.
It was a card that cost me 20 cents back when I used it.
Yeah, well. So, you guys brought some decks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who wants to talk about their deck first?
So, I guess the question is, we are playing for prize?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna switch your deck? You
No,
take it serious?
I just hadn't pulled anything out. I was gonna say pick one, but if we're playing for prize, I am gonna find a specific deck. I mean, come on.
Okay, so the first game between you two is for the booster pack.
Okay.
So whoever wins this game gets the booster pack and gets to go first in the 1v1v1 game. The
1v1v1.
loser gets penalized at the end of the show.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. There's a flogging involved.
Oh. Good flogging's always good.
Do you want more water?
No, I'm alright. Thank you. Oh.
The idea is that when I can get a fourth microphone, the idea is that the winner of the mini games will get a bye and not play the first game, and it'll be one-on-one between the two losers. And then the idea is that the person who has the bye and I will chit-chat and narrate the game while the other two play.
Well, you're in luck. I recently disassembled my turn 1 deck. I was like, oh, do I have the rest of my cards? No, I don't think I do.
I kind of hope that we have a double strike, first strike situation come up so that I can test out my idea about these
Cool.
glass things.
Fear word. Put it. Problem with so many decks.
That'll be fun. Here, I'll just do something else.
I thought I
That sounds
had this one in case it sleeves, but I apparently do not.
Do you guys have life counters, or
No, I was gonna use that one.
I have a spin down dice, but you put a life counter on the table, so
are either of your decks life gain?
I will not have life gain in this one.
Not really.
Cool, then these will work fine. I'm just gonna
There
move
they go.
them up here so that they're I can click them over onto the action can. Let's see if it's still working.
Well, this is either gonna work really well or you're gonna win really quick.
Oh, maybe it is in sleeves.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Those are the
working.
fun ones.
It's
Yeah,
out of the way.
I did put it in sleeves. So this one is actually in sleeves, despite what I was thinking.
That's kind of cool. Is that like Edgar Allan Poe
Yep,
sleeve or
it's
something?
a quote from Poe.
Oh.
Okay. We don't use that one.
This is all
This is
the
for the
annoying
next
cards.
Game. This is for the next game.
This could make a really fun Uno. Just all doubles and reverses. Already shuffled.
Did you?
Did I? You want to do the cut thing? Cool.
I have no idea when the last time I played or anything's stacked up or not in this, and I'm not gonna look to see. So
Oh.
who knows? It might be a situation where I draw no mana.
Again?
Those
Yeah,
are fun
again.
game, like good decks where like you draw all your land and you're like, oh cool, you just put it together, then you wonder why you have like 90 land in a row.
Yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I've played, so the decks don't get reshuffled all the time.
I guess I'm the official cutter.
I mean, you're not playing the game, you might as well.
And we don't do that 10 card thing here.
I drew too many. I'm not counting right. Throw that in the middle.
Cool.
Alright.
Ready? No
Oh.
mulligans?
No, I'll keep this hand.
It's
All
alright.
right. Are you going to play or pass?
I'll let you go first.
Cool.
That way I get the draw.
Alrighty. I will play one,
A swap.
and I will tap for Vicious Rumor. Deals 1 damage to each opponent. Each opponent discards a card from their hand, then puts the top card of their library into the graveyard, and I gain a life. And say go.
Alright.
Oh. That deck.
It's fun to play sometimes.
Alright.
Is that
Go ahead.
so? We got black versus white.
Yep.
Mhm.
Classic.
Good deal. Tap 2, Deep Cavern Bat. Flying lifelink 1/1. Enters the battlefield. Look at target opponent's hand. Exile non-land card from it until Deep Cavern Bat leaves the battlefield. A non-land card, may I? Thank you.
Hey, let's see if it works like this. You think you can hold it out here while you look?
Oh, yeah. So, all strike. The next time target creature would deal damage this turn, prevent that damage, and you gain life equal to the damage prevented. Bushido 2, and each samurai you control gets 1/1, +1/+1 for each point of Bushido it has. Interesting. Pay 2, target permanent you control gains protection from white until end of turn. Target spells or permanents become white until the end of turn. And then 3 planes. So let's get rid of Mr. Bushido. And here you go.
It's exiled, right?
Yeah, if you want, I can put it under here. So when he goes...
I was just going to set it out here.
Yeah, wherever you want to do. So when he goes, he comes back to you.
Okay.
And I'll say, go.
Yanamu.
Yanamu. Yeah. I love that ongoing joke. Yeah.
I'll play 8.5 tails.
8.5 tails. Target permanent you control gains protection from white until end of turn. Target spell or permanent becomes white until end of turn. Fun. So for 3 mana, you can screw anyone over.
Kinda.
Good deal.
It's your turn.
Sweet. Play a swamp. And then I will tap 1 for a Typhoid Rat, 1/1 Death Touch. I'll swing at you for a 1/1. Is that flying?
Nope.
1/1 lifelink.
It's a 2/2 though.
Is it?
His is a 2/2.
It's...
But he's swinging and flying, so...
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It doesn't-
flying.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
It doesn't matter. I can't do anything about it.
Your turn, sir.
Josh takes an early lead, coming out aggressive.
Do you have dice?
Yeah.
Or do I need to break mine out?
No, I got plenty of dice. What do you need?
Well, I needed a 6-sided die. I'm going to play
just put it away.
Chronomatic Escape. Suspend 3.
Ah. Oh, that's what these are for.
The dice is easier because it's going to come back when it resuspends. This one
Okay.
doesn't go away after the suspend ends. So,
Good deal.
all right. Your turn.
Sweet.
What's it do?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Until my next turn, creatures can't attack me.
Ah.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to pay 3 for Megrim. Whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 2 life. 2 damage are dealt to him or her, and another Typhoid Rat.
That's an old card.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I will
forgot all about
swing
it.
at you with 2 1/1s.
All right.
One is lifelink, and I'll say go.
$16 to 23.
All right. And with that, it is your turn.
Okay. Put a mana, tap 1. I'll play Shrieking Affliction. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player has 1 or fewer cards in their hand, they lose 3 life. And I'll swing at you for 2 creatures.
The rat's on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's white. Give 8.5 tails protection from white. I'll block your one on the ground,
Okay.
so that thing will die. And
All right.
then I'll have to take the one in the air.
Okay. I gain life. Your turn. So that costs 3 to do?
Yeah. It costs 2 to
Yeah.
give his permanent protection from white, and it costs 1 to make your thing white. Spell or permanent. So he could do it to instant also.
All right. And it is your turn.
Okay. Tap 1. I'll play Duress. Target opponent reveals their hand. Choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Non-creature, non-land. Oh, okay.
I appreciate it.
I'll get rid of one of these.
Okay.
And so,
This one is a discard?
Yes, the one I hand back to you. So you discard the card, so you lose 2 life. And neither of those are flying, right?
Nope.
I'll swing at you for a 1/1 flyer.
I think the hummingbird just hit the window again.
Oh, goodness.
I'm sure it's fine. 1/1 flyer. And your turn.
Chris, do you drink?
I do not. All right. This resolves until my next turn. You cannot attack me, and it resuspends for 3.
Okay.
I get it. I see why. Josh, do you want a glass of wine?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Appreciate it, though.
And then I will play Precinct Captain. And then it will pass to you.
I added pear flavored brandy to one of my weaker
Two.
wines, and it started the ferment over again, so I have no idea how strong it's going to be.
Mind Wrench. Target player discards 2 cards from their hand unless he or she discards an artifact from their hand. Okay, so that's 4 damage to you. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, that's 3 damage to you. So, your turn.
Oh, we got a flying thing? Oh, no.
No. My turn.
Your turn.
That would be down to 2.
Oh, right. Because of that, you couldn't attack.
Yep. Then I'm going to swing with Precinct Captain.
Okay. I'll take the 2.
All right. So I need a token for a 1/1 soldier.
Awesome. We got to use them.
All right. I'll pass.
Okay. Tap 2 for a Deep Cavern Bat. Enters the battlefield. The card thing.
It's exiled.
It's exiled until he's gone. And I will swing at you for 1 flying. Lifelink.
Death from above.
And I will say, go.
And then I'm going to take 3 because of the thing.
Ouch.
Yep.
Back against a wall.
I got nothing. So. Drew way too many lands.
Do you remember back in the day when
I'll swing
you
with
were in
the
that position, you
that
just
freaking
go, I
captain,
mana burn
so-
myself for 1?
So 2.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I get another soldier, but you'll win.
And like all good finishes, I will just have you die and say, your turn.
Okay, so Josh won that one.
Oh, I'd rather have that.
Well, that's the next one.
Oh, okay.
So now we're going to have some fun with
Now
this.
he's going to get it. He's going to be a trillionaire. Paying off
You
his
said
house.
you do have a deck with sleeves. Oh, you have sleeves there. Do
Yeah.
you have sleeves? Okay. So,
Okay.
this is the way this one's
I
gonna
typically
work.
don't play this because
Oh, that's...
card, like,
I'm not worried about it.
yeah. Some people get really frustrated
In the
when they have to discard their hand.
in the modern game, everything's so fast. I don't play my discard deck anymore because everybody's running stuff out too quick.
Yeah.
But playing against something like I typically play, it works good.
Okay. So, okay. So, this is the way it's going to work. We each got these. You're going to slide them into your sleeves where on any cards you want. And the way that it works is if you have it in your hand like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can go, I'm going to counter that spell. Or you can go take it out and cast this spell. But if you take it out and cast this spell without casting this one, you lose this.
Does that cost anything?
Nope, it's just you take it out and you use it. This is what they do, okay?
Okay.
So, like, obviously you don't want to put a counter spell in a land because if you play the land, you lose the counter spell, for example. And it's just a little bit of chaos for this next game.
And
So
this is the...
So if you play the counter spell, you lose the land?
No. If you play this counter spell, you can hang on to the magic card.
Okay.
If you play the magic card, you
lose.
cannot hang on to the
Okay, so you have to play that first.
This is the 1v1v1?
This is the free-for-all, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to play this one.
For a different deck. Because this deck is not multiplayer friendly, it's more of a 1v1 deck.
I guess I will just put in this one. So you slide them in your...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Ooh, that's interesting if I get that one.
This one. And these are all act like instants
Okay.
to keep it easy.
Does it matter what card I put in with?
Nope. I mean, yes, it does matter, but no, it does. There's no limitations to it. But you might end up drawing one and going, "Fuck, I should have put that in a different one." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
We just put them in all
And this one is for the Powerball ticket, which is the drawing from.
What does Wild do?
It's a tutor, so you can just search your deck for a card.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So the Powerball tickets are from yesterday's drawing. So we will know if there's a winner after this game.
Got no card on the ground here.
Oh, was that a yellow one?
Just
What color was mine? Red? What color is yours?
Yellow.
Oh, it's just a one.
It's just
Never
one.
mind. It's not an important one.
Yeah, right? Oh, jeez. So these kind of stick out a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta push them in there. It's not the perfectest setup, but we played it and it was kind of fun. Oh, this is only 20, right? Man. Okay. And since you won, you go first, or
Yeah, I'll go first.
do you want to cut?
I will.
Okay.
I am a always cut person.
Okay.
After one time watching somebody specifically watch for a card,
Here, if you can cut mine then.
I'm always a cut.
I understand the logic,
I don't think I'm smart.
but for me, I'm like I would rather lose honest than win like a cheater.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not that I don't. You want to cut mine or?
Oh, sure.
It's not that I don't think everybody does it, but I've watched somebody do
Yeah.
that once, and that's enough to be like always cut. Just be in the habit, because when you run across the player that's gonna do that, you want to be,
Yep.
ahead of the game.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and multiplayer, so I draw an extra. I'll play a swamp and say go.
Okay. I'll also play a swamp and say go. Oh, jeez. That's fun.
Jor, Isle Refuge. I gain 1 life. I guess I got my dice.
Oh, you can flip it over.
Oh, does it go?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And I'll pass.
Sweet. I'll play a Island and say go.
Okay, I will play a swamp and a wall of corpses, which is an 0-2. I can tap a swamp and sacrifice it to destroy whatever it's blocking.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Demir Gilgate, and I will pass.
Swamp, tap 2, Death Baron. Skeletons you control and other zombies you control get +1/+1 and have death touch. Your turn.
Oh, that one. I will wild. I always like checking to see if it was coming up next.
Right?
See, now I'm realizing I could have gone for the gold, but that's okay. We'll just do this. Okay. Shuffles. Get that out of here.
What's that?
And then I'll tap 3 to play a treasure chest. And pass turn. Sorry, I had to slow the game down. I put the wild in front of the treasure chest. So I had to wild in order to play the treasure chest.
That's cool, though.
Oh.
I dig it.
Oh, he is also wilding.
Oh, I forgot to play my land real quick before I throw the wild. No, it was not on the land. I wasn't going to do that because that would be silly.
I don't think the stack is going to be that important in this situation. That was the idea behind the camera, is to have a spot for rolling dice, and then if we get into a big stack, like if I play the Cascade deck or something, we can zoom in on it and go through the stack.
Dude, this
properly.
is such a cool setup for D&D, though. Right. This is perfect.
We'll maybe get there someday.
Yeah. I've been talking to Rob about making a couple different D&D
hey,
tables.
We actually have somebody chatting. Let's see here. When did they say anything?
I don't know.
No, they just say hello.
Hello.
Hello, back.
You want to cut or?
I like these sleeves.
Yeah, they're really cool.
What brand are they?
They are an absolute off-brand, but they have a bunch of classic literature quotes on them.
I like them because they feel slippery, but at the same point they hold together. Unlike some of them where they just always want to fall.
I was online looking for sleeves for a specific deck at the time that felt like it fit the deck, and I came across these that have the classic literature quotes. I got one that quotes Hamlet, one that quotes Poe, and
those are pretty neat.
Whatnot. And I was like, I like these, and they're thematic for several of my decks. So,
And they're Predator? Alien? Predator?
no, it's just a monster. This one quotes, "The night is dark and full of terrors."
Ah.
So, and I'll play Diagraph Captain, Death Touch. Other zombies I control get +1/+1. Whenever another zombie I control
We're playing
dies,
a similar deck.
Target opponent
versus
loses
black versus
one
black
life.
and blue.
So,
So you want to have
I'll
Swamp
pass.
Walk. Okay. How interesting. Well, we're going to...
You've got zombies and skeletons. You've got zombies, and I've got corpses.
I think we all went with a similar theme out of the blue. So,
Yeah, interesting.
As I was looking
Endless Ranks
for-
of the Dead. At the beginning of your upkeep, create X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens, where X is half the number of zombies you control rounded down.
right now it's 0.
0. Interesting. Your turn.
Well, if we're gonna have fun, we're gonna have fun.
Right on.
Pestilence. Pass turn. Do you know what it does? If there's no creatures, I bury Pestilence. I could tap 1 at any time, 1 black at any time to deal 1 damage to everything.
Okay.
But no one can have creatures.
No, if there's no creatures, Pestilence must be buried.
Okay. Just on your side of the field.
No, period.
Okay.
If you have a creature and I don't have a creature, it's okay.
Okay. That's a fun card.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
You know what? Let's add some chaos to the table. I'm going to play Shepherd of Rot. I can tap it, and every player loses 1 life for each zombie in play.
Oh, no. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You want to add a bunch of zombies? I can nuke us
No.
if we get enough on the table and kill everybody at once.
That'd be good.
So I feel like
Pestilence and...
I'm just imagining in the middle of the table a big red button that says boom, and the 3 of us sit here like this.
Right?
Who's it gonna be?
Well, my strategy is somewhat changed.
You don't want to put 20 zombies on the table for me to do this and wipe us? Oh, wait, I have 21 life, so right now that would mean I win.
That'd be fun. Interesting. Oh, my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
The table nuke is always fun bit of chaos to leave on the table just because it makes people nervous.
Okay. I'm going to play Shadowkin. She's a shapeshifter, so she's all creature types. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player mills 3 cards. You may exile a creature card from among the cards milled this way. If you do, Shadowkin becomes a copy of that card, except it has this ability. So every turn, 3...
Has disability?
Alright. And since she is all creature types, she does get a +1/+1 and have Death Touch.
No.
She's a
that's not-
shapeshifter.
Yep.
Yeah, she's all creature types.
Hold on.
She
Skeletons you control
And
and
zombies.
other zombies you
Yep.
control get +1/+1 and
She
Death touch.
she will get the
So-
+1/+1.
So she's a skeleton and a zombie. So does she get +2/+2?
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
because it's
Well, I was trying to give you more,
And-
but whatever.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. So,
Because it's all one sentence.
something like that.
Makes sense.
Something convoluted. Your turn.
What to do? I guess we will do this. Replicating ring, which does not do anything yet. And then we will tap 1 for neonate. And he's a tap 2, tap him. Everyone loses 1 life and I gain 1 life. And I will pass turn.
all right. Let's do things in this order. Undead Warchief. Zombie spells I play cost 1 less. Zombies I control get +2/+1. And then, let's see, you've got 2 zombies. I've got 3, so everybody's going to take 5.
Okay. So it said zombie spells you play. Okay.
Yep. It does not help you out. Sorry.
All right. My turn?
Yep.
Okay, so that's my upkeep. So I get a zombie. And I will...
And that's the mill.
Oh, yeah.
3, isn't it?
So, sorry. On my upkeep, we all mill 3. 1, 2,
Damn.
3.
Aw. Goodbye, the Fallen.
Let me know any creature cards you have.
The Fallen and Diagraph Captain.
Ooh, interesting. Kind of tough choice. Maybe this one, but here you go. I'll let you know in a second.
I know which one it's not gonna be.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna choose him. I'm gonna choose Undead Alchemist. So, if a zombie you control would deal combat damage to a player, instead that player mills that many cards. Whenever a creature card is put into their library, from their graveyard, from their library, whenever, exile that card and create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. So that just happens from now on, and then I will tap 4, and I will play another Endless Ranks of the Dead.
Are you dead?
Sorry, he also gets a +1. Yours are a 2/2 and 2 something. So
No,
No.
bigger than that.
Currently, this one is a 4/3. This one's a 4-3.
Okay.
And this one is also a
Cool.
4-3.
4-3, yeah.
Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to treasure chests. So, let's do it proper. Action cam. Oh wait, hold on. There's a specific die I need in here. There it is. 12. Damn, I don't think that's what I wanted. Gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. Fine. Not the one I wanted. I'll play a land for the turn. And I will
Don't forget to take it off your action cam.
pay 2. Oh yeah, thanks. Pay 2 and cast a Diamond Mare and pick black, obviously. Whenever I cast a black spell, I can gain 1 life.
Okay.
And actually, can I undo that?
Sure.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I lied. Go.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Rooftop Swarm. My zombies now cost 0 to
Damn,
play.
you already have 6 mana?
Mm-hmm. And then I'll go ahead and do that. Noxious Ghoul enters the field. All
How
non-zombie
expensive is that enchantment?
Rooftop Storm. I have
6.
no idea. I haven't looked.
Yeah, I got 1 too.
Well, I meant like
Money
Kingdom
cost.
cost.
Oh,
I
I
couldn't-
don't think it's that much.
I couldn't tell you. I've got multiple in here, but I bought them a long time ago, and they weren't that expensive then. Commanders changed the price on a lot of things. I know that. So all non-zombie creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and then see, you've got 3 zombies on the field, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's all take 9.
Okay.
And then I'll swing at you with a 4/3.
Okay. I block it with a 3/3 Death Touch.
Mine has Death Touch as
Well,
well.
Cool. They
would
both die.
Yep. And I'll go ahead and
Do I receive a damage? Because whenever a zombie dies. He
that was the one that died. So
Oh yeah, it
It's
doesn't
your turn.
resolve.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my upkeep. So we all mill 3 cards. And remember, for every creature card, I get a zombie now. 1, 2,
You get 1 zombie.
3. I get 1,
I
2.
got 1, 2, 3 in mine.
So I get 5 zombies.
Whoa, that's
And they all get +1/+1 Death Touch.
You want to see the cards we did, or are you gonna leave yours as is?
I'm gonna leave. Actually, maybe yeah. Is it anything?
I just got another. You already saw this one. It's just a duplicate.
It's alright. Okay. I'm going to pay 1, tap. I'm going to exile that top creature card from your graveyard. I gain 2 life, and I get a 2/2 zombie. Where you at?
What for
He's at
health?
7.
Yeah, you're at 7?
7,
I'm
yeah.
at 8 now. Then I am going to... Now, that was just the beginning of my upkeep.
Can't be cast in non-instance at the beginning of your upkeep.
Have I cast anything? Oh, yeah, sorry. So this goes away for just a split second. So, okay, at the end of my upkeep now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rounded down. That's 3. So twice I get 6 more. So I get 6 creatures. And then I do this afterwards. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, it's kind of tight.
We get the point.
Okay. Okay. And I had... No, that one died. So these were my only 2 creatures without summoning sickness now. Oh, that sucks. Well, either you're going to kill us all or just me. Or either we're all going to die or... Yeah.
Well, unless Kyle does something, because you just put a lot of zombies on the table.
That is a lot of zombies.
Yeah. Hold on. So that happens. You're just going to block anyone I attack, so your turn.
At the end of your turn, I will pop Pestilence for 2. Everybody takes 2 damage, and every creature takes 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. I'm good. That would have been really bad if I didn't have him.
Every creature as well?
Every creature takes 2
2.
damage also.
So, let's see.
All mine have +1, so
Yeah.
lucky for me.
As long as they're initially a 2/2. But
You're at 6 and you're at 5.
that actually kills my Shepherd of Rot, Undead Warchief, and both Bone Knitters.
I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, and everything takes 6 damage, including you guys.
Okay.
I'm at 1.
I'm out.
Oh. You're at 1? I thought you had...
I
Oh,
had 7.
Oh, you bitch. You win.
I love Pestilence.
Have
Wait,
the
I
answer.
thought there had to be no creatures on the battlefield.
No, that's if there's nothing on the battlefield, that thing goes away. Is what Barry is. It's an old.
Yeah. If there's
Oh,
no
I was
creatures-
thinking
Yeah.
like he
Yeah.
could only activate if there was
Yeah.
nothing on the
And if
battlefield.
for some reason you guys gained mana, I could have done another
I
9
wasn't even
more
gonna
damage.
kill you guys. I was just gonna mill you all to death.
I know.
Yeah. Well, I was planning to nuke the table at the end, but I did have Phage in my hand as a
What's that?
legendary creature.
Don't forget to pull out the Uno cards.
Oh. Yeah.
That's right. Whenever Phage enters the battlefield, if I didn't cast it from my hand, I would lose the game. However, as long as it plays from my hand, that's fine. Whenever it deals combat damage to a creature, I destroy that creature and it can't be regenerated. Whenever Phage deals damage to a player, that player loses the game.
Oh, that one.
That's good.
It's a backup in the back row of everything in this deck, just as a
That was fun. I like when this deck actually works pretty well.
All right, let's see here. So, lost my pencil. I don't need to write down that I won that. We both know. We got
I thought
video
I-
of it.
Video evidence. I was explaining to my 12-year-old what the double slit experiment was and that we might actually be in the Matrix. And it blew his mind. He's like, that's freaking me out, man.
All right,
Like, right?
it's booster pack time.
What was it?
Yeah. I almost bought the Assassin's Creed Collector Edition ones, but I decided to go with these ones instead because they have more cards in them. So first off, I get not on camera this cool art. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do you have this card in your zombie deck?
Not in that deck. I have it in another deck of mine.
Well, I like the art on that guy. A 3/3 beast token.
I think I have one of those in 2 different decks now.
What card is it?
Coat of Arms.
Oh, right.
You remember that one? It gives all
Yep.
other of the same creature type. Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good card.
I have that on
That's
my
a-
Kobold deck.
Fun idea. It's an enchantment. When you play it, nothing happens. But it's called Hatching Plans, and when it's put in the graveyard, you draw 3 cards.
Oh, that's nice.
So you have to figure out how to destroy your own enchantment.
Have you done that before?
There's
Yeah,
lots
I'm
of ways
sure.
to do that sort of thing. Art insert
Ooh.
card.
Kindred Discovery and Mythic Enchantment. As Kindred Discovery enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever a creature you control of the chosen type enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card. That's pretty good.
Savior of the Sleeping. Whenever an enchantment I control is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on Savior of the Sleeping. So apparently there's a lot of destroy enchantment in Wazil Drain. Sweet Tooth Witch. Create a food token.
That's kind of cool.
I might put this in my green commander deck. Legendary artifact, rare. The Iron Crag. Add 1 mana. Whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may have the Iron Crag become a legendary equipment artifact named Everflame, Hero's Legacy. If you do, it gains Equip 3, and Equip creature gets +3/+3. The Iron Crag loses all other abilities.
This is a cool one. Cursed Flesh. Check out the art on that.
Oh, that's classic.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
This is 93 to 98. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did-
Enchanted creature gets -1/-1 and cannot block except by artifact creatures and black.
Did they just throw old cards in some of these?
I was
boosters?
just
'Cause
looking at
that-
it. It says 93
yeah,
to 98.
That
I was
is
like,
an old card.
that is a legit and old card.
It's a different mana symbol, too. Set symbol.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
weird.
That's a
And that's what-
legit old
I
card.
know
Why
that.
is that in there?
I know
That's
that
weird.
mana symbol is why I was asking. I'm like, I'm confused.
Did your guys have something like that?
I don't know.
That's odd.
I haven't seen it yet.
Miniature Witch enters the battlefield. If it was bargained, create a cursed roll and attach it to target creature an opponent controls.
Oh, that's cool. Flying through.
Witch's Mask. Discard a card to draw 2. Create a Wicked Roll token attached to one of your target creatures I control. Ruby Daring Tracker. Legendary creature, Human Scout. When Ruby Daring Tracker attacks, will you control a creature's power 4 or greater? Ruby gets +2/+2 until end of turn.
That's cool. Sneak attack.
Ooh.
Pay 1. Put creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Gains haste. Sacrifice.
Can I
it.
see that? I want to see. They
Yeah.
reprinted Sneak Attack.
That's a cool card.
So this card is an old card they've reprinted now.
Mm-hmm.
It's existed for a long time.
Yeah.
When Eldrazi first came out, I almost built an Eldrazi Sneak Attack deck.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Except I didn't have the money to buy the good Eldrazi at the time.
Actually, I have
'Cause I
a
was a
dragon
teenager.
deck that this would work really good.
I thought this said gynecologist.
Maybe it
It
does.
says genealogist.
I actually think I'm going to throw this in my Amazon deck because it fits the theme that uses female warrior type art. It's the right colors, and it's a really good card for that deck.
Yeah. There's a 4/4 other creatures that are enchanted by auroras. Auras have a base power of 4/4 and half flying. That's neat.
Picnic Ruiner. You can gain control of a creature with power 4 or greater, gains double strike. Distribute 3 +1/+1 counters among any number of creatures you control.
Tough
Agatha's
cookie.
Champion Bargain enters the battlefield. If it's bargain, fights up to one target creature you don't control. Court of Garenbrig enters the battlefield. You become the monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, distribute 2 +1/+1 counters among up to 2 target creatures. Then, if you're the monarch, double the number of +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. Sir Ginger, the Meal Ender.
Ooh.
Legendary artifact creature, Food Knight. Trample hexproof haste as long as an opponent controls a planeswalker. When another artifact you control is put in your graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Sir Ginger and scry 1. Sacrifice it. You gain
Are they
life
wielding a
equal
tuning
to its
fork?
power. I mean, it kind of looks like a tuning fork, but I think it's like an old style fork that was made with blacksmithing, where you'd only do 2 prongs because it was hard to do more. Knightly Valor, enchant creature. Knightly Valor enters the battlefield. Create a 2/2 white knight creature with vigilance. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has vigilance.
I like the full art like that. I don't like the crazy art where they rearrange the card.
Experimental Confectioner. In its battlefield, create a food token. Whenever you sacrifice food, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block.
That's cool. Top 4.
And then
Rules.
Actually, I wonder how expensive the old sneak attacks are if they
Look at the top
bothered to
4
reprint
cards
it
in
as a
your
mythic
library.
rare.
This spell was
They're
borrowed.
probably expensive.
Look at the top 8 cards of your library instead. Put 2 of them in your hand, the rest on the bottom. Random. It's cool.
Superpowered Ponder.
Mm. I've really never done the food tokens before, but they
They're
seem
kinda
interesting.
new.
They started with Bloomburrow, I think, if I remember correctly.
A lot of bargain.
It's my
Always
buddy
new
was-
rules. Like, there's too many rules. Go back to just rehash some old rules. Add more cards of those
It's
rules.
like they added reach
Bargain.
because things used to say this creature may block as though it had flying all the time, so they shortened it to reach.
Right,
So
but-
some of these
Yeah, I mean like
rules-
this. Like, bargain is a new thing. You may sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token as you cast. Like, that's kind of cool,
It's
but...
essentially a kicker cost, but a little bit different.
Yeah, why don't you just put kicker?
Right? You could literally go kicker, bargain, or kicker, sacrifice a creature.
Yeah.
Although kicker can be done more than once, bargain can only be done once.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Food you have taps for a mana.
Well,
That's neat.
actually,
That is
that'd be
kicker I think doesn't allow you to do it more than once because there is multi-kicker on some cards that says you may do this more than
Multi-kicker.
once.
maybe, yeah.
So I'd need to double check the rules, but
Yeah.
thinking about the fact that they specifically have multi-kicker that specifies you can do this more than once,
That's a good point.
kicker might only be doable once.
These all
It's
have
like
bargain.
extort. We had to look that one up.
I'd have to go look at the
Yeah.
old rules. Extort was good.
It was cool. I didn't realize you can only do it once, though.
How dare you guys? I buy these specifically over double strike, first strike, and you guys don't even play a single double strike creature.
Well, if you didn't pestilence us all to death and
hey,
zombie us
if-
all to
if
death,
this
maybe we
wasn't-
would have got it.
If this wasn't a prize, I would have killed me too, okay? Just to see how hard
I wasn't
could've
even
hit.
going to kill any of you. I was just going to,
I could have.
milled you.
I had a Rain of Filth in my hand, so I could have sacrificed all my swamps to deal that much more damage.
I mean, the
That's
way I
awesome.
figured it, if I nuked the table, that meant we got to play another game because it would have been a tie.
yeah, we
Yeah.
can play.
Oh, yeah,
another,
that
but
was fun.
Let's
That was great.
let's
But-
see if anyone's a millionaire first.
Oh, yeah. I'd
Okay.
like to be. That'd be good.
So I don't know what this says because I was like, Caitlin, I don't like knowing beforehand, so you write them down. So the producer wrote these down. So here are the numbers: 12,
Nope.
17, 23, 52, 67, Powerball 1.
Not a single one of them.
That's typical. So no one won anything. It happens. But I don't know if I can write these off or not. But we're gonna put them in the folder for
that is
possible
why I don't
write-offs.
play the lottery.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if I did, I would just pick the same numbers
see if
my entire
the
life.
producer, I forgot about hers. Let's see if she.
I don't know why anyone wouldn't choose the same numbers if they pick their own.
Nope.
Like
Yep,
I said,
pretty-
Because
Producer didn't win
statistically,
anything
like,
either.
your odds would kind of go up a little bit, right?
not actually because of
So
Profound disadvantage.
that's one of the problems with statistics is there's so many ways you can look at it. Like in any one drawing, there's the same amount of chance of any number being drawn. It's once you say, okay, but what about 300,000 drawings? Then, well, if we're looking at the total 300,000 drawings, there's a greater you have 300,000 chances that it will be that combo, but you still have the same amount of chance of it happening. It's stats don't lie, statisticians do. Right?
That's a good quote.
Okay.
It's not inaccurate.
So you don't have a commander deck?
I do not.
Okay. Then,
If you want, we could use one of ours. I have a really pretty gnarly funny one that you might appreciate.
I gotta order a new card, a new commander. It's even better than the Xancha.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so do you know Xancha?
Doesn't ring a bell. So
Xancha it's a legendary creature, costs 3 mana to play, black, red, colorless. It's a 5/5, and it comes into play under the control of one of your opponents. And it must attack every turn. It cannot attack its owner, and anybody can pay 3 mana to deal 2 damage to the controller and draw a card. Right. So if I were to give that to you, you'd have to attack him every turn. So there's another one. It's Alexios something or other. It's similar in that I think it costs 4 mana, and it's, I think, a 3/3 or a 5/5 or something like that. But during its controller's upkeep, it gets a +1/+1 counter. It cannot be sacrificed, and it must attack each turn, and it cannot attack its controller. And during each player's upkeep, they gain control of it.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like a Xancha for everybody. So yeah, that's going to be my next commander. I just have to figure out how to make a black-red deck just red.
I got more standard decks if you want to keep doing standard.
I've got 2, so I can swap out, or I could play this one again.
I mean, if we're doing another game, I've got plenty of decks I can play. It's just which one do I grab?
And you said you've got the 4 o'clock hard out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've got bad news. It's noon.
Noon's not bad.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking about your
Yeah.
Immortal deck?
No.
I do appreciate
I have
all your boxes.
Well, I got tired of loose cards with little dividers all
Yeah.
the time, so I bought boxes for a bunch of different ones. But
You want to cut mine?
All right, let's kill the stream, and we'll just play this one off air, unless you really want to keep going on the air.
It's
don't
all
care.
up to you. It's
Makes no difference.
your show.
So since who won the first game?
I think I did.
You did? Okay, so that means you get penalized. You have to say the outro.
Okay.
So it's Frivolous Dreams is the name of the show.
Okay.
So say the outro,
Frivolous Dreams.
and then get us out of here. You know, say
Oh.
goodbye to all the non-listeners.
I guess
Something.
that's the show. Goodbye.
Yeah, thanks
works.
for hanging in there.
Thanks, everyone. All right. Oh, wait. That's the wrong computer. I'm looking over here. All right. So, stop.